Sorry. I'm interrupting your game.
And I thought the Super Bowl was last Sunday, but it's this Sunday.
Yeah, it's this coming Sunday.
It's like, wait, the Grammys and the Super Bowl can't be on the same weekend.
No. Okay, we are live. I forgot to put that. Okay. What about Twitch? Live on Twitch. All right.
Of course, I could just wake up tomorrow and be back to normal, but hopefully, but it probably won't.
Never know. The body's an amazing thing, man. You might be surprised, Eric, but just get that stuff, dude, and hopefully that'll clear up a little bit of that mucus. That's what's going on. You got a lot of mucus and stuff. Yes, this is Mucus Grinders. Show's RPGrinders. This is Frank. I'm on with Eric RPG. We will have break here on in just a second. Let me get rid of this. Go to this.
If we had a show last week, I probably would have had to sit that out because I wasn't really able to talk too much.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've been on. Like what, 3 weeks? But that's sometimes that happens with.
Well, this is the third week, but yeah.
It happens sometimes. It's just the way that it is, the way that it shakes out. But it's okay. It's all good in the hood. We are here this week.
Fucking winter, I hate it so much.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of winter, Eric. I don't think there are many people that are a fan of straight winter.
I don't mind cold, but it's everything else winter brings with it. Snow and the dryness and the colds because your body resistance gets lower.
Yeah. Well, the cold actually perpetuates. Like, it's a myth that if you go outside with your hair wet, you're going to get sick, stupid shit like that. But there is some validity that the temperatures carry more germs and stuff when the temperatures are a little bit lower.
Because when it's hotter, they tend to die.
Yeah. So it does suck to... but you can get a summer cold, and those are bad, man. Oh. Doesn't happen very often, but they do suck, no doubt about it.
I mean, they'd have to be fairly magnetic to survive the heat.
Yeah, I don't think the flus, the viruses that cause the flus survive in the heat, but the cold viruses definitely do, and it sucks when you get one because they feel like the flu. We're gonna have a great show for you all today. A bunch of news today. We've been off for a little while, so of course there was gonna be some news. We should have game night tonight too. Break, I think Break's in the chat. Break, are you in there? I think I saw you in there. Let me see. Maybe you didn't update your Skype. I don't know.
I don't have to update my Skype because I'm on Windows 11.
Oh, that's right.
Or Windows 10 does that too, but...
What, just automatically updates shit?
Yeah, because they bought the company that made Skype. So they basically made it theirs.
Yeah, we should have game night tonight if Break... See, I forgot to. Break told me too. He's like, I didn't see the episode, and I put it in the wrong spot on the thing. So, if you notice, we're missing episode 811. That was just totally my bad, but we will correct today, I think. Whose turn is it to put the show up? Is it mine, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Break's turn, and then now it's yours, and then next week will be mine.
All right. I totally screwed up. Totally screwed up.
Or wait, episode 110 was Break's, so I guess it was supposed to be yours.
Last week was supposed to be mine? No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Did you do 1-8? or 8-10, or did Break do
I did
8-10?
8-10.
Okay.
So
Sounds like Break did
yeah,
it,
it
but he
was
didn't
breaks,
care.
and then I uploaded the show,
I
but
I thought he wrote the description, but it sounded like he just didn't care.
well, that was me. I was just like, that was me. I did the last one. It wasn't that I didn't care. It was just like I was just in a hurry to get it out. But yeah, it was supposed to be breaks, but we'll see what he wants to do. Uh, there we go. There's that. All right, we're going to have a great show for you guys today. Like I said, lots of news. We're going to get into some Stinkos and Sweetos. And we should have game night tonight. The return of game night, which is always awesome. If not, I guess we'll just do a free-for-all and wing it, like old school style. Break, are you in the chat, sir? Trying to get a hold of you via Skype. Oh, look, Bernie B is in chat.
Oh, hi.
There you are, Bernie B. Even though she's in studio.
I'm right in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
How about for free for all topic, we can talk about our favorite snacks.
We could do whatever we want.
Don't get me started on snacks.
Don't get you started on snacks.
Snack grinders.
Snack grinders. All right, let me get let's see if our good friend Keeper's in there. Nope, he's not even in there.
Damn it.
All right, let's pop out this chat too, just in case people pop out in the YouTube land. Let me move this on over.
How is Keeper not in chat? He comes in all
Well,
the chat.
he's a YouTuber, so he's sometimes in the YouTube chat. I don't know.
He better come to the chat.
Well, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. It's not everybody's bag, Bernie.
It better be.
Video games is not everybody's bag. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys are more than video game people.
Huh?
You do more than video games.
I know, but it's not the channel for everybody, you know? Just isn't.
Well, darn it.
It's not the nature of this show. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, it's like Hot Tub.
Yeah, Hot Tub. But Hot Tub has over double the subscribers that we do. And that was in, just over a year?
How?
You tell me, Bernie. We've been doing this thing for going on 17 years, somewhere around there.
You mean 200 years?
Shut up.
200 years.
Shh, quiet. I need silence. Just be quiet. Shh. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Sweet.
Shut your mouth.
Sweetheart.
Shut your mouth.
Sweetheart.
I'm just kidding, Bernie. All right, we're just waiting on Break to get on in. Hopefully you're there. I see Break is in chat, but why is he not showing up on? Why is he not showing up on Skype-a-reno? Breakman, if you're there, trying to get a hold of you on Skype. Welcome on in, everybody. We haven't started the show yet. Show's RPGrinders will be going momentarily. But it shows that Breakman is not available on Skype, so we're just going to hold off for a couple minutes here. Hopefully he gets that squared away. If you're listening, Break, it's just showing that you're not online on Skype. And you know how that goes. So is what it is. We will continue on. We'll be all right. Give us a couple minutes here and we'll get started. How was your weekend, Eric?
Other than dealing with whatever I'm dealing with. Okay, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Did you get any good game? I know you got a bunch of reviews up. Looks like you did get some good gaming in these past couple weeks.
Well, there's 2 more reviews, but I'm saving those for next week. Because I figured I might as well review Stellar Blade after I've fought the other final boss you can fight in the game. Because I still haven't got the platinum, and there are 2 different endings you can get based on what you do at the end of the game. And there's a variation of one of the other endings. But I got the best ending, so now I need to try to get the other 2. And I might just do 2 separate New Game Plus playthroughs for those because um, I want to play the game, experience the story in different audio tracks.
Yeah. Bueller. Is it just me that thinks that Ferris Bueller's Day Off is fairly overrated?
No, I think a lot of people think that's not so great.
I don't think it sucks. I think it's kind of fun, but I think it's slightly overrated, Eric. There's certain movies like that. What about you, Bernie? You think Ferris Bueller's Day Off is overrated?
I thought it was kind of mepic.
Mepic, yeah. That's how I kind of feel. I think it's kind of funny. Some parts of it's
Some
really funny.
parts. It wasn't that great. I like One Crazy Summer.
One Crazy Summer's a good movie for sure.
That
You
with
know.
the, what did they call him? The crazy bunny. I forget what he called it. The Killer Bunny cartoon.
I guess.
You don't remember?
Have you seen Color Out of Space?
Yes.
Yes.
Good movie.
Is that an 80s movie?
No.
No.
That's that came out what the year before?
That's a Nicolas Cage movie.
Nicolas Cage,
I've
yeah.
never heard of this movie until today, and nobody talked about it on Twitter or Blue Sky ever.
Mm. Yeah, it's a H.P. Lovecraft inspired movie, but it's good.
I'm surprised you never talked about it on reviews.
I might have briefly
No, you
mentioned.
didn't. Wait, you might have once, but I might be thinking of different movies, so who knows?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I did, Eric.
That was a good
But I mean, did a quick review. It's a decent movie, man. It's Nicolas Cage at his peak.
You should watch it, huh?
Color Out of Space is worth a watch for sure.
Is
Right?
it streaming anywhere?
Not sure. Not sure.
Let me check your phone. Mine's updating.
All
I'll
right.
look for you guys.
There you go.
I'll look for you guys.
All right, we got my secretary at work.
Still
here.
kind of want to watch Mandy and
That one's good. Too.
I like Mandy. Mandy's another weird
and
one.
then that Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff that he was in.
I actually like that one too.
Wombat or whatever it's called.
I actually like that one too, Eric. Like, I mean, it's weird. Like, he's had this stretch of movies that are total Nicolas Cage movies, you know.
I'm not
but,
sure I want to watch Pig though.
Does he have Amazon Prime?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you
It's
do?
on- it's on
It's on
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's on Prime.
All right.
You can rent it on YouTube.
Well, Eric, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I don't know what's going on with Break. Break, if you're listening, I tried to get a hold of you, but actually, let me try just calling. Sometimes that works too. It's just
He's
showing.
stalling because he knows there's an ulterior news article in the news.
He's stalling because he doesn't want to do the news. Period. All right, here we go. Let's try to add Break. Let's see if he answers. We'll try to get a hold of Break, man. Give it a minute here. I don't want to start the show without the old Break man. Let me text him. Maybe. Yeah, I know this is riveting radio here. Don't worry, everybody. We'll get on track here in a second. Just trying to get a hold of
Do we own?
Break.
Do
What?
we own Interview with a Vampire?
We do not, Bernie.
I'm surprised.
I know that's a good movie.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, unavailable. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We'll wait for Break to jump on in, but let's go ahead and get started. What do you say, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. I tried getting a hold of you, Break. I don't know what's going on. And you know what's funny? It shows.
You know what you should do? You should do is, if you got other devices that are connected to Skype,
Yeah.
either turn those devices off or remove Skype from them.
Yeah.
That might be what's happening.
Well, no, I think let's try to get him. He's there now. Hold on. Do. Come on now. Let's go ahead and at the great Breakman. There. Let's ring the Breakman and break her to me. Should be answering here real soon. I don't know what's going on here. There you are. Breakman.
Yo.
No.
Yo.
Yo, what's up? Hey,
What?
Keeper's in the YouTube chat. What's up, Keeper? He says, yay, Bernie.
Yay, keeper.
2 viewers. Okay. Yeah, I'm in chat now. One chat. I'm in one chat.
Hey, Breakman, I just want to have, before
Chat.
we start, I just want to say, please tell me you're rooting against the chefs this weekend.
I don't even know.
Chefs.
What's
At
that?
this point, I don't even care. I'm just like,
I do, man.
The only player, like, I kind of want to watch Cyclone part. Why can't I talk? Cyclone Bar. Oh my God.
Saquon Barkley. That's what you meant
Thank
to say. There you go.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I thought you were gonna say Saquon no Quizer.
Saquon. Why can't I get it out?
Saquon.
Oh my God.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
He
Why?
said-
It's not. Oh my God. I need a drink.
He said, that's what he said.
Break needs to go to like speech therapy.
Hey, Break.
Yes.
I totally fucked. I snafu'd on the episode, dude. I did upload it, but I didn't upload it to the proper folder.
Oh, okay. I kept going
Yeah.
back to it and everything. I
Yeah,
couldn't-
sorry,
I was
man. That
wondering
was
why we seem to be missing an episode.
Yeah, this week I was just way too busy to ever get back to it. Even.
Keeper says, have you been arrested for looking Spanish yet? Keeper says. Keeper, just stay tuned, buddy. Stay
Oh,
tuned.
God. I just,
Break
He's
5.
trying to get it escalated up to the Supreme Court, and whatever they rule on is what's going to be the law of the land.
I know, man. Hey, Freak
I-
5. I don't like the chances, Break, of anything going to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Freak 5 is in chat. What's up, Freak
I
5?
get the idea they're going to rule on some things to make it look like they're not impartial, but most things are going to go Trump's way.
100%. I mean, this was the plan all along, right, Break? I mean, come on.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. We got a ton of news. Let's just do it here. Hold on.
Oh, no.
What?
News. No.
Did you just say nudes?
I said,
No.
no. I said news.
Oh,
No.
oh, okay. All right, here we go. And welcome everybody to RPGrinders episode 812. I'm your host, Frank Branch, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great and Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you? It's been a little while since we chatted up.
All right. I'm busy. I'm tired.
Yeah, I bet. Too tired to do news even, I bet, right? Well, too bad. You're going to
Yeah.
do it anyways, Breakman.
Oh.
My head's fuzzy.
Right. Man,
But I think I
everybody's...
can do the English language right now. You've heard me struggle today. It's not. It's.
Look,
See, the words just start
he
coming
just
out.
can't. He can't even. Poor Breakman.
It's not even English. You're talking about proper nouns. These are words
I know. I know.
that are probably
Hard.
of names that were probably being
Scotima's in chat.
He
He says he hates nudes. Why do you hate nudes, Scotoma? You know, I don't know. Hey, thanks for resubbing, Scot.
They're not the right ones.
Yeah. He says he's tired of them nudes, except if your name is Keeper or Scotoma or Freak 5. I don't want any of you guys' nudes. All right, let's get on to the news.
RPG News.
All right, Eric, what do we got?
From RPG site, we've got Danmachi Full Land of Water and Light has been delayed to March 13th to match the anime arc's airing schedule because season 5's uh, second core is starting, and the game's plotline kind of matches up with it. So I kind of want to do it that way.
So this one is related to, is it wrong to pick up girls in dungeons, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like the last couple seasons of that show.
I need to watch season 4 so I can start with season 5.
Freak 5 is exiled already, you son of a bitch. How dare you? All right, anything else on this, Eric?
No.
All right, Breakman.
Huh? What? Oh. Yeah, I guess I should probably do the next story. Okay, coming to this live from RPG site. I'm sorry. Let me try this again. Yasha, Legends of the Demon Blade, release date newly confirmed on April 24th with character theme songs.
You better get a better attitude, sir.
I know. I'm working on it.
All right,
so choose a trailer that's out, and there's this what am I reading here? You can play new videos right below. No, you can't because you're not watching. You don't have access to this link. I'm reading it.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. There's not really gameplay or anything. It's just like these vignette-y type. I don't even know what they are.
Well, the game has a Kickstarter, so
yeah. I mean, they talk about the Kickstarter and stuff, but they don't really talk about like the music. There's a boss rush mode that they
they do, but it's on the Kickstarter page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, not on this page then. Okay.
Skodom is exiled too, you son of a bitch, man. We're off to a banging start on this episode, man. All right, how dare you? Don't encourage him, Breakman. All right, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Fuga. Melodies of
Fuga, yeah.
Fuga? Yeah, okay. Melodies of Steel 3 launches on May 29th for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And according to the store page, third party boasts substantial changes to the battle system, upgraded intermission sections, and more strategic route progression. Additionally, the Japanese press release states that physical versions of each of the 3 titles will be made available for the Switch in Japan, although there's no word on Western retail.
Yeah, there's like a triple pack releases for like $83 or something.
Yeah. Who in their right mind nowadays it really can afford $80 games, $70, $80 games? I mean, it takes a good chunk out of a check to take $70.
Each of those games is like $32 each or something.
I mean, Breakman. I mean, people like us, but
it's cheaper than what they asked for individually, so it is a bargain.
I'm sure it's a bargain, but like we've got things like Game Pass now. Like you can literally rent a library of games.
Well, they put their games on Game Pass, but they've left Game Pass since they've been put on. So I'm thinking 3 is gonna be put on Game Pass at some point as well.
Right, but I think I think Frank's point and my point is that like $83 is a lot of money for games right now. There are a lot cheaper options.
Well, you could always just buy them separately.
Yeah, you can do that too. And
it'd be more expensive ultimately, but it'd be easier to your wallet at the time.
Unless you buy them each when they're on sale, maybe.
Freak 5 says he saw a game based on my life this week. It was about a really handsome buff guy with a lot of money.
Well, the only physical release for Fuga is, I think, Switch.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story. I don't know if you guys heard that there's a new game based on my life that I just explained.
The global version of Atelier Wrestler Rihanna to end service on March 28th for mobile and PC. The Japanese version is still going on, but no one's playing this because it's a MOBA.
Yeah.
And they can't just make an offline version because that makes too much sense.
Well, it would cost them a few pennies.
And apparently it's a shame because the gameplay is actually decent because it plays like a mainline Atelier game instead of like the usual gacha shit.
Well, maybe later on they'll make a version for PlayStation and stuff, Eric.
Maybe. But it's part of the reason why they're making the Red Alchemist and the White Guardian for the consoles, which is going to be a different story with a different cast, but takes place in the same world. But I think Resiliana, the character from the first game, does show up.
What the hell is this? What did you just send me? I don't even know what that is. Freak 5.
Just new pictures. What?
Had to
Oh,
reload the page 10 times. Godema says. Well, it sounds like a you problem, not an us problem.
I
Scopes.
blame Frank.
Yeah, go right ahead. Everybody else does, man.
By all your complaints to Frank.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next story break.
Huh? What story? No, we're still in the news.
I know.
Coming to us live from right. Better attitude. Coming to us live from an ad that just took over my whole screen. Oh my God, I am not joining the National Guard. Go away.
I got one. I got one for Dakota State University. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know
John.
why they'd be recruiting you. You're too old for that.
Shut up.
Yeah, and like
Dare
these.
you.
What happened to the ads I used to get on here, like women's underwear and shit like that?
I know,
It's-
right? I used to get those too. Break. What the hell, man?
Anyway, coming to us live. From
Only
RPG
question
site.
is, are you going to be wearing that underwear? Break. That's just saying.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Rise of the Ronin releases on March 10th for PC and Steam or PC Steam. So there you go. Oh, here's some pricing here.
Yeah, that probably means like Steam and maybe GOG in the Epic Game Store.
Pre-orders are now live at $49.99. The Steam version will include ultra-wide monitor support, 8K resolution, 120 frames per second, 3D audio, and more. Wow, 3D audio. Whoa. Oh God. Oh my goodness.
You need a 3D headset for that, though.
Yeah, that's true.
This
I'm
is
seeing it.
this is notable
Sorry.
because it
It's
has
gonna help.
8K resolution support, though. That's actually. I mean,
Who's
we're gonna.
play. I doubt it's gonna play in 8K. They're just future-proofing it so that when 8K cards get made, they can actually do it. Or
Yeah,
monitors.
well, I was just about ready to say, Eric. I mean, but that is notable, though. There is 8K resolution support. Not very many 8K TVs out there, or monitors or anything like
gaming
that. So
monitor. I don't think 8K gaming monitors exist yet.
I don't think they do either. I'm not a big PC
Gaming
gamer.
monitors are not like TVs. They're not big, so
Yeah.
try to get squeeze 8K into a smaller.
I'm sure
screen
they
is
have
harder.
them. I'm sure they have them, Eric, but they're probably like in the thousands of dollars.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
Very.
Not ready for market yet.
Yeah, not ready for market exactly. But anyways, I mean, 8K resolution. I mean that's. I mean, it's a pipe dream right now, but not next. I think maybe next gen will have
Like
8K
the ultra
support.
wide monitors are like in the 2000s.
Yeah,
Whew.
yeah. Oh man, you play as a character who's old, angry, and the world wants you to just die already. Doesn't that sound like? How dare you, Freak 5? You son of a bitch. People love me. You just, you're just a hater. All right.
The next game. Wow.
that was just mean, man. I'm gonna cry now, like break. No, just kidding. All right, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Momodora Moonlit Farewell launches on February 6th for PS5, Xbox,
Out now.
huh? Yeah, it's already out. So there you go. What kind of game is this?
It's a Metroidvania.
Let me take a look at the
It's
trailer.
the sequel to Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight.
How dare you, Skodoma? You're exiled too, you son of a bitch. I
I
think
reviewed this for PC about a year ago.
yeah. If I remember, you kind of liked it, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It's only like $15 too, so like you're not breaking the bank when you buy it.
Yeah, I like games like this, Eric. I bought oh, that's another thing I got to mark down on my thing. Laiku or Laiku. I bought that.
Laika?
I guess if that's how you pronounce it, Eric. And I'll talk
Yeah,
a
it's a
little bit
Russian
about
game.
it. I'll talk a little bit about that game later. I got to mark it down. All right, Eric. Next story.
Next story is Citizen Sleeper 2 is available now on everything.
Okay. What kind of game is
I
this?
think it left early access. Yeah.
Trying to see what kind of game this is. Is this like a strat game?
No, it's a role-playing game not unlike Disco Elysium because there's even die rolls.
Huh. And I just bought Disco Elysium. I haven't had a chance to play it. Skodoma says, "Have you guys seen the Chromatic?" I have not. Scotoma, and I know these guys probably haven't either. I don't even know what that is.
I haven't been to the theater in a while.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's a movie? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. All right. Anything else on this, Eric?
Touch with this popular culture thing.
Mm.
Right.
All right. Breakman, next story, please.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Kamibako, Mythology of Cube, launches worldwide on PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC Steam. Why are they calling it PC Steam now?
Because they have to emphasize where on the PC you can.
Well, that's a decent distinction.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Just kind of an awkward terminology there. Yeah. Gravity Game Arise announced that they have launched a global release of Kamibako, Mythology of the Cube. What a weird name.
I have a question. Is it going to come out on the GameCube?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh, darn it. All right.
Was that a cube joke? Did I just... Okay.
Yeah.
Kamibako's game system, which harmoniously combines various game genres such as mapcraft, puzzle, turn-based battle, and RPG, will give you a brand new playing experience you've never met before. Never heard of anything like that before.
Scotoma says it's the new version of the Game Boy Color, all updated hardware and software. They even have new games coming out every month from Mod Retro.
Last episode.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No, I mean, I'm more into modern gaming, Scotoma. I mean, there comes.
So it's not a movie. We were just not.
I know.
More affordable than an analog, but I'm just not really interested.
Yeah, I mean, Scotoma, that's cool and all, but I mean, like retro gaming has its life. You know what I mean? Like there are certain games that I like to play. I can go back and play some of the old Game Boy Color games, but why would you do that when you have all the modern goodness you can handle and more?
Is this the one? There is one system that I want to try, like an indie system. I wonder if it's the same one. Is this the one that's got like this little lever on the side of it?
No, that's the Playdate.
That one's the one I want to try. It's the Playdate.
It's a crank, not a lever.
Whatever. It's I don't know why it seems interesting to me. I've seen some videos on it and I want to try that one.
Yeah. Here's an interesting story from RPGsite.net. Mario and Luigi Brothership sells 1.84 million units. That's an excellent number, but I wonder if Nintendo's sort of like Square Enix. That's not enough. It's a Mario game.
No, they're not.
I know.
I think it's a lot considering the series has universally not sold as much.
Yeah. No, that's kind of cool, though. I mean, those are decent numbers, you know? I mean, I guarantee they made their money back and then some, you know? So there you go. 1.84 million. That's fairly impressive for that game. It's pretty good. All right, Eric, next story,
Those numbers, man. Oh, 32.
People were starved for Mario and Luigi, so they came when the new one came out.
Scotoma says, but because nothing can replace the actual ownership of a game when you can hold it in your hands. Yeah, you know what? There's something.
I still have my Game Boy Color though, so it's like.
Yeah, there's something to that.
I just gotta find out where it's probably in one of my boxes, but it's around.
I'm kind of Scotoma. I'm kind of warming up to the idea of buying more physical games. The only problem is space. I just don't have the space for it. You know.
Mm.
I think
the way they're handling like preservation right now definitely makes me think like we should start going back to the hard copies of things.
Yeah.
Because things are just starting to disappear now. There's no care whatsoever.
Yeah.
The government isn't going to help.
You're right. Break, you're absolutely right.
Like the gaming industry begrudgingly releases a game,
and you know what?
But they only do so when they feel like they can make a buck off of it.
Yeah. No, that's not a bad idea, Scotoma. There's a lot of RPGs on the PS2 that I used to have that I cherished, and I lost them in my divorce, and they were really, really good games. Almost every single RPG for the PS2. Freak5 says, watching the Brave New World trailer, I'm wondering what surprise they haven't shown us yet. Red Hulk feels like something they would have kept hidden if they hadn't have something else hidden. Well, you know there'll be at least one or two more surprises, Freak5.
I'm betting like the real enemy's going to be turn out to be like the leader or something. He's plotted it all.
Yeah, of course. You know.
Like Red Hulk will be a good guy by the end of the movie.
Probably.
I
mean,
don't
at this
know.
point,
It's Thunderbolt Ross, so who knows?
at this point, we can all assume that the Marvel kind of stamp is going to be on that movie. You know what I mean? Like they have to do a reset at some point. I'm hoping with the new Avengers movies they reset it to include the X-Men in a good way. You know, like how the comics are, and then I'll be
Well,
interested.
I think we might need to get rid of Eager first.
Rid of who? Oh,
Eager.
Iger. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure he's responsible for a lot of the upper management decisions that led to a lot of these movies just being tepid.
Well, and man, I want a Blade movie so bad, but they just fucking keep fucking that movie over, man. Speaking of Marvel, have you guys been playing Rivals? No, Scotto, I have not been playing
I'm
Rivals.
not really in the multiplayer space.
Yeah, me neither, Scotto. That's one thing that I mean, the only one that I think really does any type of multiplayer stuff with any regularity is Break. I'm assuming, right, Break? I mean, and even you, Break, are tepid on multiplayer stuff. So
I wouldn't say really. I probably played Halo almost every day this week.
Mm.
Yeah,
when I've gotten home after like 11 o'clock or something.
Jesus.
For like an hour, just like for a half hour, just a couple games of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more of like a casual thing than anything for almost any of us.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
It's one of those things where if I had more time, I'd probably get into it, but I'd rather be doing other things. So.
And here I'm gonna give Freak 5 some fodder here. I suck at games, Godema. So multiplayer was never fun. I'll tell you a real quick anecdote of why I hate multiplayer so much. Like, first of all, I mean, there's plenty of reasons. Like, I remember.
Kids.
Well, hold on. I got together with my friends when Halo was a big thing, and we all brought our Xboxes over, and we used to, you know how you could network all the Xboxes Break and on different TVs, and it was really cool. It was like, way different than it is now. It's kind of a throwback to the old PC way of doing things, but the Xbox used to be capable of doing Halo multiplayer. And I would play it, and it wouldn't be too fun for me because I'd spawn and get killed. And I kept telling them, can you guys at least let me run around a little bit? Kind of get a feel from the map, and nobody could do that. So I got pissed, and I just stopped playing it because I'm like, look, if you guys don't let me at least experience the map, then what fun is it? Like literally,
you need to be spawn killed.
I mean, literally, like I would spawn and I would get killed, spawn and get killed, spawn and get killed, spawn and get killed.
I'm sorry, Frank. It was fun for me at least. Okay?
Well, it was fun for everybody else, just not me. Break,
A griefing party, more like.
I mean, I just stopped doing it. I mean, I did this for like 3 weeks, and I kept telling them, can you guys at least let me? And I just won't come. Because it wasn't fun. Like, how fun is it to just die constantly over and over and over and never even get a kill, never even get to run in the map? Like, I would like hit my left stick forward like real quick, to get out of there, and it never worked for me. And then they didn't tell me that melee was one of the biggest things in that game and a big way you can get killed. So kills. So I would eventually, like, if I happened to spawn in some place where I could run around, I would never, I could never do anything. I would shoot and shoot and shoot, never kill them, and they would come right up to me and then melee me, and I'd be dead. And I'm like, this is just not fun, guys. Sorry, it's not fun. You know what else isn't fun? Reading the news. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Dungeons of Hinterberg launches on March 13th for PlayStation. So there you go.
Sorry, what?
I liked watching Freak. Oh, really, Bernie? Now you gotta add to this. How dare you? You're exiled, son of a bitch. Jesus Christ! It wasn't fun. You know what was fun? What was fun in that game was hiding from Freak 5.
Kill you there too.
It was funny because there was one point in that game where I thought I was being slick, right? And I was well hidden from Freak. He couldn't find me. And he was walking, and I was walking right behind him, like real slow, like just kind of like hoping that he wouldn't see me, and I was just following him around for like a minute, and all of a sudden he turned around and he caught me. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it, son of a bitch. All right.
It's like a cartoon.
Yeah. Eric. No, it wasn't on video, Skodoma, thankfully. All right. Eric, next story, please. Shut up, Bernie.
From RPG site, 2D roguelike action RPG Code Reactors launches first for PC, Steam on February 13th, and Switch at some point in 2025.
No trailer, but
yeah. It looks kind of fun, but I'm not really a fan of the roguelikes.
Yeah, and it's got like this card mechanic thing, it looks like, and I'm definitely not a fan of that. I don't know. I could do without that. I mean, I like the art style. The art style is kind of like 2D, kind of like crude.
It feels like a kind of like a low budget, non-chibi form of Ragnarok Online.
Yeah, something like that, maybe. I don't know. Looks alright, but cards.
Or Maple Story, not Ragnarok.
Yeah. All right, break. Next story.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Narrative Vampire RPG Cabernet releases on February 20th for consoles and PC. Publisher Akupara Games and developer Party for Introverts, I like that, Party for Introverts, have announced that Narrative RPG Cabernet will release on February 20th for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xboxes, all of them, Nintendo Switch, and PCs, Steam, GOG, and Epic. Wow, this is going to be on fucking everything, isn't it? In Cabernet, you play as Lisa, a young doctor in 19th century Eastern Europe who tries to balance her ordinary life with her newfound existence as a vampire. How is her ordinary life?
As a doctor.
Was she more like third shift doctor in the 19th century or something? How the hell is she getting around during the day?
She takes a lot of blood samples, break.
Okay.
I'm looking at the trailer. It looks like an interesting game. It's more narrative driven, it looks like. There is a demo for it. So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we've been saying we want more adult games, and this game looks like an adult game.
I like the watercolory looking.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got a different type of art style that I kind of dig. You know, I don't know. It might be pretty good. I started watching the Ted TV show. It's fucking hilarious. I didn't like the Ted movies, freak. So I don't know if I'd like the show.
I've never seen Ted.
Yeah. All right. I guess it's my turn next. Did you do this one, break?
Maybe.
All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Cooperative multiplayer action RPG Cloudheim announced for PS5, Series X, everything pretty much. Looks like it's you can play it solo or co-op. I'm gonna put on the trailer now and go halfway into. Ooh, it's really pretty. Looks like it's got some kind of building mechanics. Cloudheim features combo-driven physics-based combat alongside weapon crafting and running a workshop on a floating fortress. Game can be experienced solo, co-op. It actually looks really good. It looks like it's got like this reminds me of one of the Zelda games, the art style. Like it's kind of a cel shaded look, sort of like Wind Waker, but not as kiddie. I guess it's a little more mature driven, I guess, but it's very, very pretty game. I know I'm not explaining it to people that aren't watching the show, but I don't know. Very impressive, this little video here. So there you go. Coming in 2025 sometime. So there you go. All right, Eric. I think you get the honors of the last story.
All right.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, this is from Gematsu.com. Metroidvania game Chronicles of the Wolf launches this summer for PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And the publisher is P-Cube and Pixel Art. I guess Pixel Art's publishing it elsewhere, and P-Cube might be in Europe. Anyways, developer's name's Mikami Games. And I think this might be the developer that made the the Lakar Chronicles 2, specifically, I'm referencing this because he made both of them, but 2 was a Metroidvania game. This looks like I want to make a game I could sell, so I'm making a legally distinct version of that so I don't get sued by Konami.
Yeah, you want to stay out. But although I will say they did a decent job of not suing Vampire Survivors for everything before they came out with that DLC. If anybody would have got sued, it would have been that company that made Vampire Survivors. But I understand. Yeah, they.
Anyways, you step into the role of Matteo Lombardo, a young apprentice destined to become a true knight of the Rose Cross Order, tasked with hunting the mystical beast of Gavoadan.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce things because this is clearly Mexican stuff going on here.
Clearly Mexican. Why has it got to be Mexican?
No, not Mexican. Spanish. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm looking at. I was looking at the still shots, and they have a still of a woman's breast with blood on it. I'm in.
That's Bloodless from Bloodstained.
Yeah, I'm in.
Anyways, yeah, because she's a guest character in this game, and Cara Buckland's voice reprising her role.
It's hopeless.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, it also features Robert Belgrade, who was the voice of Alucard in the first dub of Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
And he's doing narration.
That's really cool.
Has his voice acting gotten any better?
His voice acting was never bad. It was the script he was given.
No, everything about the voice acting in that game was bad. It wasn't just the script. It was how they were recorded and such like that. Like, it just sounded bad, and it just sounded bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay.
This game looks really good, man. Looks really, really good. Another. I mean, this is akin to something like Bloodstained, but I'm totally down. I love games like this.
This looks a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah. I played Bloodstained. It's a great game. It's just a little difficult, but very good. Very, very good. All right, we got through the news, y'all. Can you believe it? We got through all the news. I still got to watch What We Do in Shadows.
At least I think I'm right about if this is the same developer or not, but like, if it is, then they just have a new label for themselves because they're official now.
Yeah.
There were a couple seasons where it kind of went off the rails, but the last season was good again, and I think the first 2-3 seasons are really good at What We Do in Shadows.
Any homie discounts that you guys have?
Oh yeah, the new games for PS Plus games for the Essentials tier that you can get for free. If I remember correctly, I could pull it up later, but I'll bring it up.
It's Payday 3.
Yeah.
That other first-person shooter that looks really interesting that I haven't had a chance to play yet.
I think it's called High on Life.
Yeah, High on Life. That's right.
And the other one is, pulling it up.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one. I think it's a throwaway game, actually, Eric. This month was not good for PlayStation Plus. I don't think at all. I kind of envy the Game Pass. I'm thinking of maybe I should just cancel my Plus subscription, although I've got so many Plus games now that canceling my Plus subscription would kind of wipe a lot of my shit out. It's like, I don't know. What's the other game, Eric? Did you see?
I can't pull it up in our logs because I missed it. It's scrolling too fast.
That's all right. If you find out, we'll tell you later. You have any homie discounts? Break?
No, I don't.
No homie discounts. All right, let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
What you been playing, Break Man?
Oh, Vampire Survivors and Halo. I mentioned both of those. No, I haven't really done anything new or special on Halo. There's been a new update, as there usually is every month, but they've added another new weapon. I wasn't expecting that. Because they said the last new weapon was going to be the last one, but there's another new weapon this time.
Oh, yeah. The other game was Pac-Man World Repack.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was something, meh.
That's not a bad game, but, like, I'm pretty sure you could go to Walmart and buy it for, like, $10 or $20, depending on whether or not it's clearance.
Wesley Willis, huh? Freak 5? He says, oh my god, it's amazingly horrible, the music from Wesley Willis. Did you see the video from AFA about the guy getting arrested for looking Hispanic? Scotoma, I have a long history with AFA, and I'm not a fan. But if you give me the rundown, I'll give you my opinion. All right.
And also, we're still on what we've been playing.
Yes,
I know
sorry.
You got a little sidetracked there, so I was just helping you out.
Yeah, it's all good.
Also been playing more Dragon's Dogma. It's a fun game. I haven't been so busy the last really couple weeks that I haven't had time to sit down and actually play it. And when I have gotten down to a little time to sit down and play, most of my gaming has been playing the Dragon Warrior 3 remake.
Yeah. I do have a question for you, Break. I know you played the Dead Space remake, right? On
Why are you calling
Game
it
Pass?
Warrior, man? It's Quest now.
Yeah, it's Dragon
Did I
Quest.
say Warrior?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you
I'm
did.
used to it was Dragon Warrior 3, you know? It was
Yeah, I know. On the Game Boy Color it was.
I love that. And on the Nintendo, on
Yeah,
the NES, I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Dragon Warrior,
It was
yeah.
the first RPG I ever played.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to play this game, and it's got this weird mix of new and old in it. It's interesting and fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's I don't think it's designed for new gamers at all. I think it was really made for old people like us, Frank.
Yeah.
And for us, I think it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Just kind of, I want more. I think my only problem with it is I'm thinking like this is going to be a nostalgia type game. Why is the print so goddamn tiny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't really fix that.
Yeah.
It's an issue that's a game industry-wide problem. They just when they develop these games, they're at PC workstations, and it looks good to them, so they ship it. But they never think about doing QA. Well, why don't we try this on a TV screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the, I'm sure it's better on a TV screen, but on the light, it is fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Like I can see it, but like I'm straining.
And the game is getting updates, so maybe it will get text options in the future that lets you make the size bigger.
That'd be cool. Yeah, the game's a lot of fun, and when I say it's like there's this weird mix of new and old, like the visuals are so brand spanking new. Like, I think it's the same, like inspired by like the Paper Mario and the Octo Traveler type graphics. You know, that 2D on a 3D. Type background.
I like that style.
It looks beautiful. Yeah.
I don't know about Paper Mario. Definitely, it's Team Asano, so they're using the Octopath engine for that.
Okay, then that definitely I can see that definitely makes sense. But when I say Paper Mario, I just mean because like Paper Mario was a 2D character on.
I mean, well, I say Team Asano, but Asano wasn't the director of the game. He just lent their engine to them.
Well, I appreciate it because I'm enjoying it, and I was probably 3 hours into the game before I realized like, oh, holy shit, I'm going through random battles again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even realize it at first. Like we've gotten so used to the new school where the enemies are always on screen and we don't deal with random battles and stuff like that. And I didn't even notice I was dealing with random battles.
I kind of miss random
really
battles. I know how much we bitch about random battles, random encounters, but I miss that old school kind of.
I don't care. I'm fine with
one thing
it.
I wish they would have done is to have like an auto fight button or like a pass flip button so you could just avoid fighting.
Oh, just avoid fight. The thing you can actually set up all your characters to auto fight.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about like just instead of walking around waiting for a random battle, I'll have you hit a button and just the battle happens.
I can't remember. Was it Dragon Warrior 1 or Final Fantasy 1 where every 2 steps you took you got into a random encounter? I mean that's the type of style that people just got driven nuts by. But if it's
the
done
encounter rate in this version is much fairer.
Yeah.
The first game had a really high encounter rate.
Yeah. Scotoma says basically a guy was pepper sprayed and arrested for looking Hispanic. The kids in the back seat got pepper sprayed. Heck, even the cop pepper sprayed himself. It's a wild video. It doesn't surprise me, Scotoma. I'll be talking a little more about something similar as we go along here. Freak5 says he does have some bangers. I heard his songs Rock and Roll McDonald's and I whooped Batman's ass. But this week I looked more into him. According to Wiki, he recorded over 1,000 songs. Amazon Music only has 116 of them, and about 8 of those were repeats. So I started with the first Greatest Hits album. The fourth song was about him making obscene outbursts in public, and I started thinking maybe this guy is schizophrenic. And then the next song was called Chronic Schizophrenia. Yeah. sounds like something I would listen to, actually, Freak 5. All right. Anything else you've been playing, Break?
To me, it sounds like Freak's been smoking some very, very, very good weed.
Some good Chronic.
Some very.
Hey, I do have a question for you, Break, about Dead Space Remake since you played it. Did you beat it?
Yeah. I haven't played it that much. I started playing too many other games.
Yeah.
Like now that I'm playing Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest and Dragon's Dogma, I really don't have much time.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if they had changed anything from the first game other than, doing a graphical overhaul.
I don't think so. Like at first I thought like the story was like, oh, maybe is this like an extra part? And I'm like, no, I guess I do remember actually all that stuff happening.
Okay.
Through the first chapter.
It does kind of make me wonder why they even bothered if they were just gonna do mostly a one-to-one adaptation of the game.
I mean, I guess
that another company made.
I don't know.
It looks gorgeous.
I don't know why they remade it though, because it looked gorgeous before Break. You know what I mean? Like there was no problem with that game before. It I don't know.
Well, it justifies its existence more than probably the Last of Us games do.
I guess. I mean, I'd much rather play Dead Space Remake than
because they did
Last of Us
apparently fix some issues that existed in the previous game.
And I can't believe that they're even thinking of doing Last of Us 2 right now. It's so stupid. But
they already did it. What are you talking about?
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
coming out.
Remaster? Jesus Christ. Why?
It's a $10 upgrade.
Oh, so stupid.
And they up the
the
price
shit.
of the digital version of the game, but you can also get a more expensive version of the game on PS5 as a disc now.
Jesus.
I thought you meant Last
Stupid.
of Us, the TV show. I saw a preview for it today.
Yeah.
Season.
Freak Pie says he was a homeless guy in Chicago, but he did sign with American Records. Wow, that's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Break, did you finish everything you've been playing?
Yeah.
All right,
That's it.
Eric, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a game that I can finally talk about now, but Trails Through Daybreak 2.
Yay.
I also played a little bit of Leica because I picked it up because it was on sale on Xbox for about $15. No, it was less than that. It was like $12.
Yeah, I picked it up for $20 on PS5, but I think it's worth it. But I got to talk about that game when I get to my part here, Eric. What else?
I'm surprised with how long the game's been out. They never considered doing a streamlined controls option for the game. 'Cause there's some things in that game I just rather not deal with.
Well,
Like I don't want to have to deal with balancing my car.
yeah, I was gonna say, Eric. Like, I couldn't even get through the shitty tutorial that they have for that game because there's a sheer wall, and I don't know how the fuck to get up that wall with that motorcycle. I've tried like probably 20 times before I'm like, okay, this isn't working. I tried everything I could think of. I tried, pulling up on the handlebars like right at the last second. I tried every fucking thing imaginable, and I couldn't do it. So I got a little frustrated with Leica, but it's a visually striking game, and the the
I'm
premise
sure you
is really
just
cool.
ignored some text, and maybe
No.
you're not supposed to actually go there.
No, I mean it's just straightforward, Eric. You just go straight. I mean that's pretty much what you do. I don't know the mechanics to go up a sheer wall with the motorcycle. So, and the tutorial doesn't tell you. You go through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not supposed to go up the wall. I think you're supposed to go around it. There's a mechanic where you can hold up to go on a different elevation, and then there's a mechanic that I think is supposed to just get you over a jump or something.
Break and Scotoma are exiled, you son of a bitches.
Not done yet.
Okay, I don't know. What else you been playing, Eric? That's it?
Yeah.
I played the aforementioned Laika. It's a great game from what I can tell. I just wished I could play it a little bit better. And I'll give it another go here again. But more.
You can always look at a video on YouTube to, like, if you feel like maybe there's some explainers on there. Like,
yeah, I might have to do that, Eric, because I don't know what the mechanic is. It doesn't tell you in the mini tutorial, so I really don't know what to do. I tried everything.
I really don't understand how you didn't get through that because I had no problems.
Well, right after the
you must have missed something.
I guess, but I tried, starting over a few times, and just there was nothing in there to let me know what to do. So I don't know what else to do in that game, so I'll just put it away for now and play games that I have much more fun, like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And check this out, guys, I've added another game, Diablo 4. I used to go on Craigslist quite a bit and get a lot of how dare you, Breakman, you're exiled again, you son of a bitch. But I used to go on Craigslist quite a bit and pick up a lot of cheap games on Craigslist. So I one day I just got a wild hair and I was like, let me check out Craigslist, see if there's anything interesting. And this dude was selling Diablo 4 for like $10. I'm like, sweet.
I kind of want to play 3 before you can touch 4.
Yeah. I saw a meme that said a man that had gotten the Guinness record for masturbating for the longest time. He was masturbating for over 9 consecutive hours. Was that you, Frank? No, it definitely wasn't me. I've always had accommodating partners, Freak 5. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Diablo 4 so far, really fucking good. Have you played it yet, Break?
It's on Game Pass. Frank.
Scotoma's exiled, you son of a bitch.
I don't think he has.
Diddy amounts of lube, Freak 5. How dare you?
But since it's on Game Pass, so it's gonna be there like years later because they're not gonna take off a game of a company they now own.
Yeah, I like Diablo quite a bit. Diablo 4, it's pretty good. I mean, story's starting out pretty strong. I mean, I know I've heard everybody bitching about the story, but so far no problem.
I heard the story for the DLC isn't as good though.
Oh well, I haven't gotten to that. I don't even have the DLC, so I'm just going through the main game, and it's good. It's what's that?
What are you using?
What do you mean? Oh, just a barbarian. I always start out with barbarian break because it's the simplest to play and
bonk.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So,
and there's a term in the gaming community where you go strength build. It's called Unga Bunga.
Yeah, pretty much. I do Unga Bunga almost all of them. Just because it's the easiest to play at first. I might go back and play something like with Diablo 3. I think I went back and played as a necromancer, and that was fairly
I
fun.
almost always do Dex first, so that means like rogue and shit.
Freak 5 says he's made $300.05 given BJ's, and he only asked a nickel a BJ. So there you go. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just getting. I'm gonna 100% that game, guys. There's only 3 things left for me to do. Get all the well, they're Herculean tasks, especially break the.
I can't believe you went after all those fucking pieces of poop.
I am.
How far are you on that?
Those aren't the pieces of poop, but they might as well be because they kind of look like the actual piece of poop.
I'm about 300 Korok seeds into 900 break, so I'm getting kind of tired of searching for them though. So
but I think you said 3 more things to do, not 600.
Yeah, 3 more like sets of things to do. Eric, let me clarify. So still probably about 600 more Korok seeds, even though I've done 300. And then I got, actually 4 more things to do. I only have like 50 bullfrogs to get and only a certain amount of wells to get. I did a lot of the wells, so I'm almost there on wells. And the last thing was the guy that's putting up signs. I'm gonna finish that little quest line too. So, how dare you, Scotoma, you son of a bitch! You're exiled. Taking customers. How dare you, Scotoma?
I don't even think I finished all the blue frogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm close. I think I'm only 50 away. So
I think I'm missing like 15 blue frogs in my file.
Freak 5 says he goes through a lot of knee pads. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, let's move on to
RPGrinders review.
Now, I know Eric has reviews up on the feed, so if you want to check out his reviews, he'll have a couple more this coming week
Blake
as well.
And Ender Magnolia.
Yeah. And Breakman, do you have any reviews?
No.
Okay. I've got 3 reviews. Castlevania Nocturne Season 2. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. It's excellent. I don't know what people are crying about the writing. I think it's some of the best that the writing that the series has seen thus far from both series, the original series and Nocturne. I think it's fantastic. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10, same score that Eric gave it, I believe. I didn't have many problems with it at all. There was one episode that had kind of a pacing issue, I think, that I was kind of like just kind of questioned the pacing. But I mean, I always say that that's such a nitpicky thing. I should just give it a 10 out of 10 because it's absolutely fantastic, and you guys should watch it. Netflix games. This is
I think
not.
it really comes down to like when people have problems with the rating. I think what they're really saying is, my favorite character didn't get enough screen time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be pouty about it.
Yeah. And I understand that. Skotoma's exiled.
So I think the person we're referring to, Kaiser Neko, the voice of Frieza in the Dragon Ball abridged way back when. I think they wanted to see more Richter. Maybe.
Yeah,
and
well,
they didn't get enough of
I
him.
mean, even in a series, you're not going to have time for everything. You know what I mean? Like you got more time
and
in
I
a
think
series.
it's also kind of the mistake for them to have only done 8 episodes for the season.
I think
probably done 4 more.
I would agree with that, Eric, and that I think that was another nitpick of mine, that they just didn't give it more episodes. I think these Castlevania series, they should always give at least 12 to 15 episodes, because they're really fucking great, man. I haven't seen a series as consistent as these Castlevania series in a long time. I really enjoy them, and I think the animation is top notch too. So, really,
I really don't know if there's going to be a season 3, because the viewership for the season 1 and 2 of this show wasn't as high as the previous series.
Yeah, I know.
And so they're going to take a lot of cajoling from Netflix executives to get them the green light on another season.
Yeah, and that's a shame, because it's
even
really
if
good.
Netflix decides to cancel the series, I think it's their show, so they could probably just pitch it to another streaming.
Yeah,
server.
that's what I was saying. Like, Netflix isn't the end all tell all. Maybe they'll go to Crunchyroll or another big time.
I'd rather
studio.
them not go to Crunchyroll.
I'd rather them go somewhere where we're gonna get another season. I could care less where. You know what I mean? Like, let's just go for it. Do it. Just do it. Okay, and then I saw another movie. Oh, no. Real quickly. Speaking of Netflix, they have a game section now where you can use your your phone as a controller, and they got a lot of games on there now. I played Centipede. I don't like the use of your phone as a controller at all, so maybe they'll come out with a peripheral later on that's more, modern gaming controller type. But
Could you use an attachment to the phone?
We could always buy a game store and use that, but I don't know if it would be compatible with that thing.
I don't know. But I mean, there's some fun stuff on there. Like they had Oxenfree on there, which I played before. I had a little bit of fun with.
That reminds me, I need to play that in Oxenfree too.
They had a little. I had a little bit of fun with Centipede, the modern Centipede game that they have. So I think they got something there. I just wished I had a better way to control.
That reminds me. They're making a new Breakout game called Breakout Beyond.
Yeah, saw that too.
It's kind of like the recharged version of that because like they had a whole label of a bunch of old Atari games called so and so recharged, but this I guess they wanted to call it a different name for this one.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun. They're still fun. Fun games. Centipede's still a lot of fun. Okay, so other than the controller, I think that's actually a really cool concept. I hope Netflix comes out with a controller or something.
I think Sonic Mania is on that thing.
I think it is, if you're not mistaken here, Eric. I can't remember all the games, but there's like probably 15 or so games on there, and it's only going to grow. So I think that's actually a really untapped market with Netflix. I think that would, if they would come out with some A-list games, not even AAA, like maybe some A and AA games on their
It's
offering.
a weird alternative to like Apple Arcade because like
Yeah.
you use your phone instead of paying there for an extra subscription service for the Apple Arcade, you just pay through the one you're already paying for.
Yeah,
You don't have to pay anything extra. You just
yeah.
use it.
See, I like the 4K stuff on Netflix, so I pay the, what is it, $25 a month, and this would actually enhance me keeping it. The only reason that I kept it, I was about ready to get rid of Netflix, but they brought WWE over to Netflix, which is kind of strange because the pay-per-views for now are still on Peacock, but I think they're moving over to Netflix. I don't know. But, if they get a healthy list of games there, then I think that would be kind of cool, so...
I'm thinking about canceling my Netflix subscription soon, too, because, like, it's getting too expensive. But I might just get rid of a bunch of subs that I'm not using either.
Yeah, as soon as they move the pay-per-views, the WWE pay-per-views
I'm probably
for
gonna
Peacock.
watch Beavis and Butthead season 2 and then cancel my Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I don't have I have Paramount Plus simply for Beavis and Butthead, and then I got rid of it. It's like I watched that whole thing, and then I'm like, okay, that's done.
Well, the only other thing I'd probably watch is like the old Turtles series from 2003.
Yeah, and they do have some good movies on there, So.
God, I missed that show.
And then my final review is for a movie called Outside. It's is it Korean, Bernie, or
I don't know.
I can't remember, but it's an Asian zombie movie, and it actually is pretty good. I'd say give it I'm just gonna do a real quick review, non-spoiler. The zombies are well made. The story's okay. It's a typical, kind of zombie outbreak type thing. I liked it. I think it's worth a watch. 7 out of 10. It's on Netflix, so make sure you give it a watch. All right, let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the Week.
Scudman says he likes anti-mainstream sodas like Caritos. I like Coke a lot. If there's a sugar-free one, I would definitely.
I'd probably buy more Artos if I could get them in bigger bottles that weren't glass, because the problem I'm running into is like I got no recycle centers, or at least maybe there is a recycle center in the area I live, but they don't advertise themselves very well because I have no idea what to do with all this glass. So I end up taking it to my parents' house and recycling it there.
Yeah. All right, Breakman, your stinkos of the week.
Okay. I am going to honestly, if we started on Trump, we could probably be here all day. So
Yeah.
I've kind of limited how many of my stinkos are for those.
Okay.
For him, what's that?
No, I think I'm in agreement. I got a bunch of stinkos this week too, Breakman. Let's just bust through them.
Yeah, he's definitely. I did point out some of the more egregious ones, I believe. But let's start out on egregiously with no, actually the most egregious of all of them. A couple weeks ago, there is a holiday celebrating. I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional. Calm down here. There's Squirrel Appreciation Day.
You've got to be fucking joking me. Squirrel Appreciation Day? You mean those fucking non-winged rats that live in trees?
Yes. Yeah, them.
that
Yep.
spread disease and are shitty.
The only
And-
good squirrel is Squirrel Girl. All the other squirrels are evil.
Oh God, I hate squirrels, man. We've discussed squirrels at length on this channel. Break. What else you got? You laugh, Bernie.
Of course, this is why Squirrel Girl is so awesome. She uses the power of the evil squirrels to beat the bad guys.
Freak.
Next.
Yeah,
What's
Freak 5 is exiled. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
I gotta go back and check that real quick. But we
I
had.
don't know if you'd want to eat a squirrel. They probably
Does that mean we can eat squirrels on that day? Scoto says. My artificer is a squirrel and they kiss ass. Freak 5? Why would you? I don't know why you typed that, Freak 5. All right, go ahead, Breakman. Sorry.
The tragic plane crashes. We haven't had anything that bad since 9/11. So yeah, that's pretty horrible.
4 crashes within 2 weeks, Break, and it's all because the FAA got massacred.
Yeah.
They're
one of many bureaus, and I only targeted one of the many that he destroyed.
Yeah,
It's actively destroying. Like the things he's doing are going to cause a lot of deaths. And what he's doing with medical US what is that called again?
USAID. Yeah.
USA, thank you. They're literally patients around the world who are in the middle of like dip operations and stuff like that, who I shouldn't say in the middle of operation, you know what I mean? They're like going through the process of recovery, or they're in the process of being treated.
Yeah.
And now there's just nothing for them.
Well, not only that, Break, there's also a really sad story about, I think it was, I don't want to under or overstate it, but I'm just going to say a ship, right? One of those big tanker ships full of food that was set to sail to bring food to starving countries, right? I don't know which countries those were. And the food is sitting in a harbor rotting because the money was paused. And it's like the saddest thing.
Things like tuberculosis, which is spreading in states like Kansas, which doesn't believe in vaccinations. And tuberculosis is a curable disease, but spreading across the globe. There's as one of the things we're dealing with. HIV gains a lot. We're on a course of destroying HIV.
Yeah, I know.
Not anymore.
We were. It was very close. I mean, I think we were 1 or 2 steps away from AIDS just being eradicated. Period.
Yep.
Break.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make a comeback now, just like measles, and next thing you know, polio and everything else.
Polio. Yeah, the diseases that we did not kill. There are some diseases that were killed, but most of these diseases we've just been vaccinated against. Is why we're fine now. Why we haven't had to deal with them. But polio was never destroyed. It still exists. Yeah. That's why the CDC keeps a copy of it just in case.
Yeah. Well, Skodoma put it right. President Elon, Breakman. It's what's going on is crazy. I'll talk more about it, Break. What else?
Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and bring that up, because that's a stinko that I think every American on this fucking planet should be angry about.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking elected Elon Musk to be in charge of our money.
Even MAGA's pissed off at Elon. Break.
Not all. I've seen a lot of them defending him and defending it like, we elected Trump and Trump appointed him, so he's what we want.
Oh God! So they're willing to bend the knee to anybody.
Okay, we get that you wanted Trump and he's all these appointments. He's putting all these and he's doing what you want. But Elon Musk is different. That position didn't exist. He made it up. Trump made it up and gave him power that nobody else has ever had.
You know what, Break? Let me take a slightly contrarian view of this whole thing. When he came up with that Doge, right, which is super ironic because Doge is a failed fucking meme coin at this point. But Department of Government Efficiency, right? The thought is great, Breakman. Let's get rid of all the fat in government, right? Let's shrink government, which is what Republicans have always wanted, right? According to their motto.
According to their work.
According
to their actions.
I agree. According to their motto, it's let's keep the government under control, et cetera, et cetera. But that we all know the actions.
Then they propose things like this Trump, this patriotic park that he's designed, that they want made with president statues and stuff like that for millions of dollars. Yeah, they want to save us money. And then we've got military parades, and he had flyovers of the Blue Angels and stuff that cost us millions of dollars just because he wanted to look tough.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go on.
Well, what I'm saying is the idea. I love the idea of it, Breakman. I mean, I think that's an idea that most everybody would get behind. Let's root out the corruption. Let's root out the fucking swamp, right? Let's root out excessive spending. Like, I don't know. Let's start with the police. That would be a good starting point because I'll give you guys an example. In Aurora, Colorado, which I'm next to, I live in Denver, but they're kind of like sister cities. They're connected. Aurora, Colorado spends 60% of their fucking budget on police. 60%. So when people say defund the police, everybody thinks, oh, you hate cops, you want to get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. No, I want to reduce their budgets. And that's what defunding means. So, yeah, 100%. I want to get that number down to about 25%. And even less if crime goes down. You know what I mean? If we actually do the right work, the good work, and we hire good people, and, the hiring process needs to be changed, the training, we get rid of all the old guard that are sucking up hundreds of thousands of dollars every year, millions of dollars of that billions of budget, I mean, yeah, let's start over. For sure, let's start over. Let's get the proper people with proper education, proper training, proper hiring, all that good fun stuff, right? I know it's a lot to ask. And let's cut that budget because that budget is bloated and overblown, just like the military budget. You know what I mean?
You can't just pause it to we're just going to freeze it. People's lives are depending on that budget. Like, we can't just stop. Like, we've got to go through it line for line if you want. I get that. But, and I'm saying,
no. I agree with you. And I was just about ready to get to that break. But you can't pause it altogether. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't just stop aid for AIDS research because you think it's wasteful spending. I think the American people have already spoken on that and said we need AIDS funding. We need AIDS research funding. We need better vaccines. We need better medicines. We need better all kinds of shit, right?
And Republicans like to talk about the prices and prices and prices, but then when you go over the budget, a lot of that stuff is like 0.2% of the budget and such, Yeah. Tiny fractions of the budget, even though it's like $1 billion and it looks huge, we're over trillions of dollars.
Yeah, the purse strings are trillions. Yeah, it seems like a lot of money. It's the same argument that people get into it with me with billionaire taxing. Oh, well, they spend so much money in taxes. They probably spend millions of dollars. You'll never even see that money in your. Yeah, but if you look at the effective tax rate of billionaires and millionaires, you would be fucking sick. And all the loopholes that they get. I mean, look at fucking Amazon.
About, like the consumer goods they buy and such like that. They buy a lot of shit out of America.
Yeah.
Like a lot of their tax dollars don't go to us.
Right. No, 100%. They shelter their money and overseas banks and all this stuff, and it's ripping off the American people is what it is, and it sucks. Freak 5 says his stinko. His son got drunk Friday night. Wow, 18 years old. Not good. Hopefully he learned his lesson. I heard that no other country has bird flu. Is that true? I don't think that's true, Scotoma. I think there are a few other countries with the bird flu. But the problem with Elon Musk pulling the strings on every dollar for the United States is we can't combat it. All the workers I mean, that's another fucking downfall that's going on is like all these ice. I'll get to it. What else you got, Breakman?
I'm going to take us away from politics for a moment before we get back in.
Slagar's in chat. What's up, Slagar?
Yeah, this one's really sad. John Irwin died. For people who don't know him, they know his voice if they heard it. The voice of He-Man.
Yeah, I heard that, Breakman. That was really sad. I should, you know what?
He has the power, but he's gone now. So
yeah. Well,
This one kind of made me laugh, but at the same time, it's like it's part of the whole performance of him doing as much as he can at once to keep us distracted, keep us angry, keep us off balance and such like that. One of the things Trump did was he said, "Here, I'm doing tariffs on Canada and Mexico," and both Mexico and Canada pumped the fuck out of him, which is hilarious. But he's still able to spin it as, look, I accomplished stuff. We didn't do this stuff. We weren't doing this before and stuff like that until I thought, no,
it was my plan to make it look like I was going to do something terrible so that they'd convince me to do not something terrible.
Yeah.
See, well, no, that's actually not even it. They convinced him that, oh, yeah, we're doing this and stuff like that. Things that they'd already agreed with Biden to do.
Yes, that's what I was going to tell you. These were already in place with Biden. These were deals Biden made already. You know, it's
they
like
punked the fuck out of Trump, and Trump comes back and
touts it as like the greatest thing ever.
He brags about what he did, and but Biden and other presidents have done the exact same things without the threats.
Yeah. Hey, Breakman, this is for you, buddy. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
By the power of Grayskull.
I love that. That's when he.
No, Cringer, you're Battle Cat now.
Yeah, Battle Cat, exactly. Cringer the Battle Cat, man. He's all shaking, and then he like points his sword and like gives him, this badass fucking armor, and
I love that.
So good, man, so good. All right, I thought you would like that, man. All right,
so yeah, they punked the shit out of him, but because of how broken our media is and everything, he still comes back and brags about it.
Yeah, Stegard has a good point here. He says he can't combat bird flu, but how now can't even report on it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, shit like that, man. That's crazy.
That was what I was talking about with like what he was doing, cutting off the aid, not just around the world, but here he's cutting off knowledge and the reports on death. I forget what that thing's called, like the mortality and something or something like he's made sure that that's illegal now for government agents to report to one another.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then he wants to fire the entire FBI and CIA. Break. I mean, it's
that's
just
a great idea.
Which the FBI, I mean, and
like the Department of Education doesn't exist anymore.
I know he's totally. I mean, this is Project 2025.
He's legally fired tons of people that they've. A lot of the things he's done are legal, and some of them are just completely against the competition. Why can't I talk today?
Check this out, Breakman. They are illegal, but they're going to go up to the Supreme Court.
That's why he's trying to. The ones that he knows are constitutional legal. That he's doing the things he told us he was going to do, and MAGA's like, no, he's just joking. Yeah. He's doing everything he threatened us to do.
Yeah.
He's acting like a dictator. He's ignored the Constitution, and he's trying to get the court. I mean, basically sending things like the immigration birthing guarantees. He's trying to get that sent to the Supreme Court because he knows the Supreme Court's in his favor now. Yeah. So there is a good chance that they could side with him and strike it down.
Yeah, I know, man. It's like I said, it's going to be a rocky 4 years break, and
it took Hitler less than 2 months to turn Germany into a Nazi country.
I understand, Break.
And you're well on the path of what
your fears are not unfounded, Break. But I'm going to tell you, we're going to know whether or not we still have a country at the end of that 4 years. You know what I mean? Because
sooner than that.
Well, I mean,
we're on the path right now. We are on the path to war, starting wars. Like Nazi Germany.
Well, I can tell you, we threatened Panama, we threatened Greenland, we threatened to start the drug war again. And now he's threatening. Who did he just? Iran, Mexico.
He just threatened
Mexico.
Yeah, no, but somebody else. He just threatened.
Canada, no, Mexico.
Already on them. Shit, there was another one. Oh, Gaza. Right. Yep. Yeah. Right, I forgot. We're gonna take over Gaza now.
Yeah, which probably
and with the help of another dictator, Netanyahu.
Yeah, I can't stand Netanyahu,
Wait, what's
man.
crystal
Turned into the axis of evil.
You know, I
Hitler, Mussolini.
yeah.
I forgot the Japanese emperor's name. Hirohito.
Yeah, Hirohito. It's a terrible position for all of us, including I mean, all Americans are in a precarious position, man, because I mean, half of the country voted for this idiot, right?
Yeah. More than half the country just didn't vote.
Well, I mean, what does that tell you? I mean, that alone tells
you. Our system was already fucking broken. Look, I've told you this a million times. Blaming the people that don't vote is stupid. Yeah. Like, give them a fucking reason to vote.
Kristallnacht has already started, Slagar says. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
We already have the Nazi Germany going on. We are all guilty until proven innocent. Well, that's true, Skodoma.
He's talking about habeas corpus being killed years ago, right?
Yeah. I think that's what he's talking about. But, I mean, there's a lot going on right now. And I know it's madness right now. I'll talk a little more about it. What else you got, Break?
And actually, I did kind of want to talk about that, too, since the lot of things going on right now. And I'll get back to some of them. But first, I want to kind of go ahead and address the media. Trump is playing a fucking game with you goddamn morons, and you're falling right for it every time. You're still doing the same fucking shit this time. You didn't learn a goddamn thing last time.
They're afraid,
You're making the
man.
assumption that they aren't already in bed.
No,
I'm talking about, like, it's not just the people that are in bed. I'm talking about, like, even on the left and such like that. When Trump talks about the Super Bowl, fucking ignore him. Who fucking cares what his opinion is on football? He has got a billion other things going on. He is talking about football because so some guy who is normally more worried about what Trump's doing is spending I don't know how many hours he took to write a 12-paragraph thing about how Trump is now he's attacking football and stuff like that. Like, you fucking idiots are wasting your goddamn time on stupid shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's our mainstream media, man.
People are going to die because he's taking away health care.
Yeah, I mean, I looked.
Media, you're just as fucking guilty.
Well, the mainstream. Why do you think I call them the lame stream, Break? And not in the MAGA way. They're just fucking lame, man. They're fucking capitulators. I hate to say this, but they're wussies. I was gonna say the other word, but I'm real careful about saying that.
Like they're worrying, and the ones that aren't, like I'm saying, the guys who are writing about this, they're worrying about all the wrong things. They're falling for the bait too. Yeah. Like, not the ones that aren't afraid to write. They're doing what Trump wants them to do. He wants them to go and worry about this football game while he's, gutting the FBI or whatever.
Yes. Well, I mean, it you know what it is? It's actually brilliant on his part.
And the media also another thing is, like, Trump, he's brilliant when it comes to the media. He knows if you say his name.
Distraction. It's distraction, yes. Break.
He wants his name all day, every day.
Yeah. Skodoma brings up a good point. He says, what I'm really curious about is how high China is going to allow the debt to go up. That's a good question, Skodoma, but what are they going to do? They're going to try to invade? I mean, mutually assured destruction if they try to do anything. So that's why I'm saying if Trump tries to take over Panama, that's the start of World War III, because Panama is a very important country because of the Panama Canal. They do charge a fee. Everybody uses that port from China to the United States. It's readily used by everybody. Nobody has a problem with the fees that are being paid there because they're very reasonable. Nobody in the world it's like Sweden. Nobody really has a problem with Sweden, right? They have a lot of banking there, a lot of neutrality. Same thing with Panama. Panama is a neutral fucking sovereign state, right?
Greenland actually belongs to one of our allies.
Right.
For fuck's sake.
Right.
Like, if we go after Greenland, we're picking a fight with NATO.
Yeah.
Which Trump wants. I mean, he wants to destroy NATO.
I thought about this, Skodoma. He says, so what's the point of the debt? If they can't collect, they are asked out. Pretty much, Skodoma. I mean, it's all about who has the biggest military, who has the biggest balls, right? But I tell you what, China's got a pretty big one too. They got big balls, just like the United States.
Billions of people.
Yeah.
They're a lot of people.
I'm not underestimating them by any stretch.
we could go fight them with machine guns. They could fight us with sticks and stones and still win.
Yeah. I mean, technically
They
speaking.
outnumber us that badly.
Yeah. Let's see. There was another point that you brought up, Skodoma, that I want to talk about. He says, okay, the dead, mainstream media. Oh, kitties. Yes, not the other word, kitties. I'll use kitties. I'm not underestimating China by any stretch, and they are owed trillions of dollars, Skodoma. It's fucking nuts, man. I saw, I think it was, I don't know if it was a Penn and Teller episode of bullshit or something about the national debt, but they were saying like what would China, like what would the value be, like if China were to collect, like how much would everything in the United States be worth, from the Statue of Liberty to, I mean, all these different things, right? It's like it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Skodoma. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see now. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the kitties comment.
And yeah, he brings up a good point. Like the Chinese technology is good.
Their technology is better than anybody's in the world, and I'll prove it to you.
And the thing is, it's gotten better over the last 4 years because the world, we had a lot of our allies pushed away from us, and they turned to Russia and China.
Yeah, the United States is being really stupid. They've been stupid for the past few decades in this regard. You want to talk about green new energy, right? Like cars, electric cars. China's been doing that shit forever. China actually produces I think the number was 30% of all electric vehicles in the in the world, but the United States doesn't use their cars because of fucking racism. And it's the fucking dumbest thing. We could have already been in a future where the carbon emissions would have been fucking non-existent if not for our fucking pig-headedness. It's crazy.
Now I'm wondering if this is why Robert Boyd moved him and his family to Taiwan.
Maybe. I don't know why he would go to Taiwan.
He saw the writing on the wall, and he's like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, but Taiwan probably would not have been my first choice, man. It's crazy. Maybe Thailand. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it was like the first cheapest place they could go to. I don't know.
Breakman, do you have anything else for Stinkos?
Oh, God, yeah. I'm definitely not done. Like, there's been so much shit that's going on. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, he's now on my list with like Bill Maher.
Yeah.
He's completely a fake. Like he pretends to be like left-sided person, and he's just been kissing up to Trump for the last couple of weeks now.
He's part of the fucking upper class. He's a multi-millionaire. Break. What do you expect? He wants to keep his money like every other millionaire and billionaire.
Yeah.
You know.
Him and Bill Maher were going off on I forget what stupid shit they were saying, but it's like yeah, I'm like, you're one of those Bill Maher guys. Like I knew I didn't like you. I wasn't sure why. Now I get the idea. And he was now also going off on transgender athletes, and it's like it's a good thing that the president's interfering in private companies.
Yeah, the 10 athletes worldwide that are being scrutinized right now. It's like fucking crazy.
Right. He's like, a man should play against a man, and a woman should play against a woman, and a trans should play against a trans. And I'm just like, didn't black people hear the same arguments?
Oh God! Don't even get me started, Breakman. What else you got, Break? It's
dude, like you sound exactly like a fucking KKK member from 1950.
Yeah, well,
that's you, Mr. Smith.
Welcome to our new reality. Free speech is dead, Skodoma says. I don't know, Skodoma. That's up in the air, but
free speech. Things are not going well right now. Free speech is. The whole DEI and stuff like that. He's going after DEI. No. Actually, he's been going after the civil rights that were created in the 60s. That's what he's really been going after.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, the DEI, all the stuff. Yeah, that was just the cover for what they're really going for, and which was things that have been precedent for 80 years now.
Yeah.
You know. Just anything he can do to take away power from black people.
I mean, those blacks, you gotta You gotta keep them suppressed, Breakman. I mean, it happened with how I knew that the whole country is pretty much fucking racist, Breakman.
Yeah.
When the Black Panthers were doing their thing, they started carrying guns because of the Second Amendment, right? And then they made up all these bullshit laws for just specifically to target the Black Panthers because they didn't like the fact that black people had guns. So,
Yep. Yeah. A couple more. Yeah, it was never about grocery prices, gas prices, or keeping us out of war. Yeah. Can we admit the real reason he won? Because Trump supporters are all still with him. Can we finally, media, again, this is on you. Can you finally fucking say the truth?
They will never tell you the truth, Break. I mean, we've covered that.
Yes, they will never admit that he won, the oldest person to ever be elected, because he's a white man and she was a black woman. She never had a chance.
By the way, there was some story going around that 3.5 million votes were suppressed. I don't know if you saw that story, Break.
No, I didn't see that, but it wouldn't shock me.
I have to look more into it. I don't take anything at face value when I read it. I have to find corroborating thing. It's just the journalistic mindset that I got. But still, it's a very intriguing prospect, All right, what else you got, Break?
And one last thing. I told people when I quit X that is promoting Nazism, that Elon Musk was a Nazi. Everybody believe me now.
Yeah,
you did the Nazi salute on stage for the goddamn world to see. Yeah. Do you fucking believe me now?
Not right. I believed you.
He's made millions of dollars from Nazi propaganda on X. Do you fucking believe me yet? He is a fucking Nazi. Yeah. And this is what we've let into our government.
Yeah, well, we're going to fuck around and find out, aren't we, Break?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
all right.
We've elected President Musk, who is a fucking Nazi.
Yeah. And Trump hates it. He had a fucking fit about it.
There were a lot of other reasons, small reasons, but I'm talking about the reasons MAGA voted for him, Scotoma. He said it wasn't just because she was a black woman. No, I'm right. I'm saying the reasons MAGA voted for Trump and stuff like that. It's because those people voted for her because of race and sex. I'm not saying that everybody who voted for him did it for that reason. Some of them, truly voted for the economy and stuff like that. And those people are angry right now. Gas prices and other things. A lot of these people are angry right now. They voted for Trump. But the MAGA people are cheering him on for everything. Because it was never about gas prices. It was never about the grocery prices. It was never about keeping us out of any wars. It was all because she was black.
All right. Eric, did you have anything?
And they're still angry about it.
Oh
my God, they're still angry about Obama. If you've talked to a conservative lately,
they still lose their fucking mind, man. All right.
My Stinko is the NIS Nippon Ichi Software's president Tetsuhisa Seko passed away at 55 years old. He was only the president for 3 years, taking over from the previous president.
What did he die of, Eric?
It doesn't say.
Wow, that's tragic, man. 55, way too young.
And he was turning the company around pretty good, in my opinion, because he's made a bunch of moves that have massively benefited. And the Trail series has been successful. Lee series have been successful.
Yeah.
And their move to making new just guy is on a completely different engine.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. My stinkos, real quickly. The canceled fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez, #1, Breakman. The reason is Canelo would have fucking kicked his motherfucking ass from here to next week, and that deal almost happened until the Saudis came in and said, Canelo, if you sign that deal, our 3-fight deal is off. And I think it's almost $1 billion for 3 fights that Canelo had signed. So Canelo was like, nope, can't do that, Jake Paul. So he moved on to bigger and better money. But I will have a Sweeto that's in conjunction with that. Newsom would have done better, Scotoma, and I don't like Newsom. He
Look,
fucking
in
sucks.
2020, even Nancy Pelosi could have beat Trump.
Anybody could have fucking beat.
Yeah, like he brings up the point like that Biden was just he's a horrible choice. They really shouldn't have done. Yeah, absolutely, Scotoma. That was one of the dumbest things they ever did was go beg Biden to bring back.
No. The dumbest thing they ever did was when Obama stepped in and ruined Bernie Sanders' chance. Bernie Sanders would have mopped the fucking floor with Trump, and I'm not saying this as like sour grapes or anything like that. He would have fucking mopped the floor with his ass.
Biden did. Biden beat him by a record amount of votes. Anybody could have done it because nobody really liked Biden.
Yeah.
He never got to 50% popularity, just like Trump.
Yep, 100%. By the way, Elon Musk's popularity is at like 36%.
So the 36% of the country still with Nazis.
I know. Yeah. All right. So that canceled fight, which would have been super tantalizing for me to watch Canelo just annihilate Jake Paul and get rid of him.
Out of it then?
Canelo didn't chicken out. He had about $1 billion deal for 3 fights.
Start calling kid out of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that fight will happen at the end, but I hope it does, man. They'll kick. They're all puppets, both sides.
Absolutely,
100%, Scotoma. 100%.
Not just in America, all over the world, like oil oligarchs, princes in Saudi Arabia, all these people have a piece of the pie.
Yep. The Chiefs in the Super Bowl is another stinko. Can't stand motherfuckers. Hope they lose. Go fucking Eagles, even though I'm not really an Eagles fan. The ice raids. They're happening in Denver all over the place. I can't really cover them because I've got too much on my plate. This is going to have serious ramifications economically in this country that people don't even fucking realize. Just like it did in the fucking 70s when they tried to pull this shit. So keep at it. You're going to see. You fuck around and you're going to find out.
And this country has nothing from history.
Yeah, and then just to buttress your points, Breakman, it's too much to get into. It's all hell breaking loose in the government with Elon Musk hand in everything. Madness in the government is my last stinko. So, yeah, just a plethora of bullshit, and get ready for it because we're going to have 4 tumultuous years if we even have a country at the end of that 4 years.
He literally told us how he's going to focus on his revenge, and that's what he's doing. Like, it's just...
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's move on to happier thoughts. Hopefully we have some.
Sweet.
All right, Break, any sweetos?
Well, still that Mexico and Canada both punked them at the same time.
That was funny. That was fun.
Ellen Greenberg, I think we talked about this years ago. I think there was a woman who was stabbed 19 times, including once in the back of the head. Ooh. And it was ruled a suicide by the crooked police and coroner.
Yuck. I think I remember that, Break.
The case is being reopened. And the ruling of suicide has been changed to murder.
Wow.
So maybe those cops might get some going to jail. Because it seems like, from what I'd read at the time and what I've read lately, is it was probably the boyfriend who did it. And,
yeah, how the fuck is somebody going to stab themselves in the back of their head? That's the dumbest fucking thing, man.
The reason he got away with it is because the father was like a councilman or something. The grandfather was.
Yikes.
So he went and scrubbed the place. They had them all scrub it before they took evidence. Yeah. He took stuff out and said because he was taking it for his son. Obstructed like a motherfucker. But anyway. And the other one's kind of funny to me, and it might be funny. I think it's probably funny to her gay guy. Is the Republicans have taken to calling Trump daddy?
Oh God, are you fucking serious?
Did they not realize that that's what gay men call each other during sex? I'm just. The Republicans finally admitting that the Republican politicians finally coming out of the closet? Is this what's happening?
Wow. Crazy.
They're calling him daddy. Like, this is how they look at him. This is the insanity.
Daddy Trump. Daddy Trump.
Like, what would
that sound like a bad porno?
One of them said, "Daddy's back in town" or something like that. Or, "Daddy's back in the building." Like, what in the world? And the one politician who everybody said that guy's gay, he's like, "Daddy's back."
Oh God.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're totally not gay though, right? Right? You keep telling us you're not gay. Even though you all said you're gay.
Right,
And
right.
now you're calling another man daddy.
These people,
He's not,
it's
right. You're not. He's not your father, right? Oh yeah, yeah. You're black. He's white. Definitely not good.
Daddy Trump. Jesus Christ, man, this kid can't be more brazen. How can you? I mean, can the last thing is there's going to be live BJs on the internet of Trump. You know, it's like,
Right?
fuck, man. Oh, can I have some more of that, sir, please? You know, can I
Like the
do?
vice
Can I?
president's in the closet. Nah, I mean, I don't know if he's lying to himself or just us.
Can you
Like,
imagine like somebody like Mitch McConnell? I'm not even gay, and that's the greatest blowjob I've ever experienced in my life.
oh man.
Freak says his.
Just see, like, he's in a wheelchair now. He passed out again.
Oh my God, he should have
Mitch
been out of
McConnell's,
fucking government a
yeah.
long ass time ago, man. Same thing with people like Nancy
horrifying to
Pelosi.
see at the same time. Like, at one point, okay, so part of me really, really hates that guy because a lot of
Yeah.
our problems are because of him.
Yeah,
At the same time, watching that happen to people, somebody is sad.
I don't think it's sad in this case. I think it's just desserts is the term.
I guess I like watching an old man fall. Just
I don't give a fuck, man. If you cause that much destruction to the American people, you know, this is what I say, Break.
By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need more of that.
Okay, so two things real quick on this. I because of RFK and what he's done and what Trump has done, that I'm like I've been fighting against like a lot of these feelings of wanting them to suffer and die.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've been like I fought for a few times. Like, God, I wish that assassin hadn't missed. Like, oh man, why did I say that?
You know, Breakman, I understand.
Like RFK's wrong.
I get it.
We'll kill him one day.
Listen,
So,
Like,
listen.
I don't want to think like that, but like these guys are so evil that they have me thinking like that.
Let me ask you this question, Breakman. Would you, knowing what you know about Hitler now, would you have been okay if somebody had assassinated him?
I don't know, because if it wasn't Hitler, it would have been another guy.
Well, I'm just asking.
there are
Just
people worse.
Just
than
like,
Hitler, by the
and
way.
Stodom has pointed out in chat a couple of times now, Trump is a puppet.
yeah,
Musk is a puppet. People behind the Federalist Society, there are billionaires and millionaires who are pulling these guys' strings. They don't care if these two guys die because somebody else is going to come in here. I mean, they put J.D. Vance. They made sure J.D. Vance was kissed as much of Trump's ass as humanly possible to get in there. Like, we all know how J.D. Vance feels about Trump. He never changed his opinion.
right,
come on.
right.
They shoved him in a locker as soon as he got.
I know. They
Yeah,
hit
like,
him so fast, man.
know.
Freak.
Well, you know, the bad dog's got to go stay out on the lawn. So
Yeah,
that's what you
exactly.
Get.
Freak or on a couch, either or. Freak Five says.
on the couch. That's why he's kicking outside.
Right. Freak Five says my
Bad
sweeto
dog.
my sweeto is that when my son was drunk, he texted me for a ride home instead of driving home. That's a great thing, Freak. I mean, that's
I don't want to wish. That's not the kind of thing I want to wish.
no.
Slater.
I
don't wanna wish
understand.
for anybody's
Look,
death.
Breakman, I used to be the same way. Right? I used to, and I am one of the most
And-
empathetic.
and there, but don't get me wrong, because there are some people that I've said definitely there's no redemption. There's nothing we can do. They have to be put down for the good of everyone. People like Gacy and
Right.
Osama bin Laden. You know, like
Well,
people who have no guilt whatsoever.
You're,
And they are going to be a danger if they get a free.
listen, this is what I'm going to tell you, Breakman. I am a huge opponent of the death penalty. I don't care who it is. They could be the worst person in the world, right? But
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Someone
if-
shut up now and let you talk.
no. I'm just saying. But I'm not gonna cry and shed a tear if someone in prison kills somebody like John Wayne Gacy or a serial rapist or whatever. I don't give a fuck, and that's how I feel about Trump. Like I would have felt indifferent if somebody had completed the job. I personally would never.
I do get that. Like when Jeffrey Dahmer was killed, I was like, good.
Yeah,
Fucking deserved it.
I agree, but I'm not a proponent of the death penalty at all, Breakman, because too many people have innocently been killed by it, and one is too many. One is too many. If you're moral, then I don't see how you could be a proponent of the death penalty. I really don't. If you have any morality or anything like that, and understand that there are people that have been innocently, that have been innocent that have been killed, then I'm a big opponent of the death penalty. I think it costs less to keep people in prison. It's been proven time and time again. And there is a slight possibility that some of these people are innocent. So what's the big deal in doing a life sentence instead of the death penalty? Oh, well, they don't even deserve the air we breathe in. Really? The Central Park Five, which should be the exonerated five, Trump wanted them all dead with the death penalty.
No, wants them all
and
dead.
Still wants them dead. And they did nothing wrong. So that's what I'm saying. You can't, I don't know. It's just a stupid fucking constant cycle that we're in this country, and it's just gone to hell in a handbasket. Scotoma says he's been debating making a chicken coop and getting chickens. I agree, Scotoma. That's actually a good idea. My wife drove my car home, and I drove him in his car in case he puked. I didn't want him puking in my mind. Yeah,
There are a lot of things to consider if you're gonna raise chickens. It's gonna be expensive to raise them because you're gonna have to feed them.
Yeah.
Make sure they're housed in the wintertime.
Yep.
And they have to always be protected from animals because
Yep.
things like coyotes,
Hawks,
can smell them from fucking miles
owls,
away.
Hawks, all kinds of shit.
There are
Slagar,
a lot of animals that are gonna try and get cats, dogs,
Yep.
even.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Slagar says I'm in Green Bay where it's farms in every direction. I have nowhere to buy eggs directly from a farmer. Ugh, yeah, crazy. Yep. My sweeto is that my epileptic son has not had a grand mal seizure in about 3 months, longest yet. That's awesome, Scotoma. Is it medication that he's on, Scotoma, that's doing that? Any new medications or anything? Breakman, I think your wish is just a matter of time now, pissing off the wrong parts and right parts of the world. Yeah, I mean,
it's not my wish though, because like if Trump dies, then their loyalist JD Vance is in there, and if he dies, they're just gonna get they've
Mike
loaded up,
Johnson, the Speaker of the fucking
Mike
House.
Johnson.
Yeah, I know.
He's a buffoon and an inept idiot. So if he got in charge of anything, he would just screw up royally.
Yeah.
He doesn't command loyalty like Trump does. Even though Trump's an idiot, he still commands loyalty.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Or Mike Johnson's just a clown, and he looks more ridiculous every day.
Oh
he's
my
not
God,
he's going to be gone by the end of. I think by the end of spring, he's going to be gone.
That's a bold prediction.
Actually, no, I take that back because Trump still likes him. As long as Trump likes him, he's okay.
As long as he kisses Trump's ass, he'll be there.
Yeah, as long as he's in Trump's okay book, he's fine. But then again, Trump's known to change his opinion at a whim. Anytime somebody says anything he doesn't like, they're gone.
How dare you, Freak 5? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. All right, any other sweetos break?
Oh, that's good. He got him off of some medication, and that helped. Yeah, I did actually have another stinko. My mom's been really sick. She's been in and out of hospital and nursing home, and I wasn't going to bring it up, but something he said about taking the son off medicine. There have been times where some of the medicine we've taken her off has been, more beneficial than it was, because sometimes combinations of medicines, and sometimes medicine doesn't always react same for everybody,
Scotoma is talking about how he wants to violate chickens. I don't know what's wrong with you, Scotoma. Jesus Christ.
He wants to be the chicken lover from South Park.
Golly, man. Holy shit. Anything else, Break? And that's terrible about your mom, Break. I hope that she gets better, dude.
I just read the chat. I'm just gonna thanks. I'm just gonna move on.
You're just gonna move on.
Yes, move on.
Why do you think I exiled Scotoma? Break. All right. Eric, did you have any sweetos?
No.
All right. My sweetos is that the courts are doing a pretty good job of rebuking Trump for whatever that means. Obviously, it'll be all the way up to the Supreme Court, and that's when we find out if we still have a country or not. So, there you go.
True.
Let's see,
That's the truth
because
right there.
yeah, because and you know what, the Supreme Court should really think about their decisions, because if they side with Trump could at any point say goodbye Supreme Court. You know what I mean? So
I think they're gonna rule against him on some points just so they can say, like, we're not ruling for Trump. We're partial. We're not impartial.
No.
We're impartial, not
You're
partial.
missing something, Break. They can't, because Trump can't even take a small loss. He can't even take a small loss.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's part of the reason of him throwing all these things out there and stuff like that. Like it doesn't care about all of them, just certain ones. So that's part of the reason he throws so many things out there, is it's just too much for people to handle.
Well,
confusion.
What do you think Trump's reaction going to be when the Supreme Court rules against him, Break, on any given subject? I don't care how small.
He'll appeal it.
There's no appeal. The Supreme Court is it.
That hasn't stopped him from taking it down before and then having it reappealed to the Supreme Court.
I mean, he could try it all he wants, but if the Supreme Court says that's it, that's it. That's why I'm telling you, Break.
Then at that point he'll start raging against them.
He will rage against them, and it's going to cause a Supreme Court versus Trump thing, and that's what we all need to watch with
and
bated
the media
breath.
will just ask him, "Oh, do you think you should be doing this, Mr. Trump?" Absolutely, I should be. Instead of saying, "Mr. Trump, you're a fucking traitor."
They're all traitors. They're all fucking traitors, man. I think the government should start over.
Dare you interfere with our courts, Mr. fucking President?
Yeah, well, see, that's what they should do. If they had any gumption, that's what they should do. Hey, the judicial system is specifically put in place to check you and Congress. And Congress is here to check you and us, and you are here to check us and Congress. That's how it's supposed to work. But when all three are controlled by the same branch of government, which there's only two, which I've been railing against for how long now, then you got a major fucking constitutional crisis on your hands. So it should be all three portions of government cannot be controlled by one party. It should never, ever be that way. Ever.
The Democrats are just as guilty as the Republicans of giving and giving and giving the president.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Scotoma says it right. The Supreme Court has gone against our constitutional rights too many times. Yeah, Scotoma, like the time that the ice trucker brought his case all the way up to the Supreme Court because he was in a truck going across this perilous stretch of ice, right? And his truck broke down. And the fucking Supreme Court sided with the company, saying that he should have stayed there and died. Yeah, I agree with you, Scotoma. But the guy got sued by the company because he lost all that fucking whatever he had in his fucking load, right? And they sided against his fucking right to live. Slagar, I am still on X, but not for long, I don't think. There's a reason why I keep X, a.k.a. Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky for sure, so you can catch me there if you want, So,
I'm thinking maybe I might have to go to Blue Sky to find, like, the best news.
It's reasonable right now. I mean, it's another Twitter thing break, and
right, but it hasn't been taken over by Nazi.
Yeah, not yet. I'm sure that the time will come for that, and we'll have to move on to something else. But
maybe I'll just not waste my time.
Well, I mean, I mean, I like it. I mean, it seems pretty chill to me, So, but you know what, guys? We don't have. Did you have game night ready for us?
Actually, I do have a game.
Oh my God, we don't have time.
We don't have time.
Yeah. You all wanted to complain about stuff.
Well, so what? There's a lot to complain about.
I wasn't going to, but once we start on him, it's hard to stop.
It is. It really. But check this out. Check this out, guys.
Some of the shit he's done.
I tell you what, we're gonna do next week to make up for it, Break Man.
Game night next week.
Yeah, no.
I was actually gonna ask us about that. Do you? Next week's Valentine's Day.
Do you have any plans, Break? Because I know I don't.
Are we doing anything for Valentine's Day? Are we doing anything for Valentine's Day? It's next Friday.
If we do anything, it'll be over the weekend.
She forgot about it.
She's like, nope.
Nah, we're good. We don't really.
Freak
So,
5
yeah,
is
we
talking
can
about getting BJs from guys on X. I don't know why you want that, Freak 5. It's weird. And you only want to charge him a
Treating it
nickel?
like Tinder.
And he only wants to charge a nickel? Jesus, Freak. I don't know what's wrong with you, dude.
You're gonna get us the fake news label if you don't cut that out, right?
Slagar says, I think I'll just call Musk a Nazi. Musk is a Nazi till I get booted. Well, that's an idea, Slagar.
If I was still on there, I'd link directly to him and call him that. Actually, that's one of the reasons I got suspended for a while.
I know.
Right.
I know. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Break for next week.
Oh my God! When I was still on X, I
do shit posts on X just to keep my account active, but it's usually just a single letter and then it's it.
Yeah. All right.
It's always P.
Yeah. Hey, Break. This is how we'll do it.
Like talk about like sports and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I really only had to worry about like if the Bengals were gonna draft the right player.
I know. Fuck. Breakman, here's how we're gonna do next week.
And I know that somebody screamed white privilege right then. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. No,
here's what we're gonna do next week. Break.
That problem, minority thing. Yeah, fuck right. You. That's right.
Break. Here's how we're gonna handle next week. We're going to do double game night. We're going to skip a lot of the segments. Hopefully Eric doesn't have a ton of news for us next week.
It might be better if we just do like start at the one because I don't have the second night. I've been so busy with my mom.
And you don't have a second part? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
the other 2 parts later.
Yeah, we can do like 2 parts like the next week or something, and then I'll rearrange for that. So normal show next week.
On Monday, but it's oh my God, like she's being forced out by the insurance.
Oh God,
because America.
Yeah.
So right. I don't know if she's gonna end up right back in the hospital or a nursing home again.
Yeah.
At this point. Like because okay, I'll go ahead and tell the whole story this time. She caught COVID. Oh. And she almost died from it.
Yikes.
'Cause it got really bad. And her blood pressure dropped, and she has diabetes.
Oh, man.
And all that stuff. Got her to the emergency room, my sister did. And she was in the hospital for a week, I want to say. And they rushed her out to the nursing home. She wasn't well yet. She still had COVID, but they still sent her to the nursing home. She was there, I think, for a few more days before like, well, now you're free. You don't have COVID. Now we're kicking you out, even though she was still like really not fully recovered yet. And they had her going for physical therapy but she could barely walk. And, the next day out of the hospital, she's just trying to walk and she just collapsed.
Oh my goodness. Break. That's terrible.
Yeah. So she had to go back to the hospital. It turns out she's suffering from like long-term effects of COVID.
Oh man, she got the long COVID. Ugh.
Yeah, so she has that on top of the not being completely healed from she couldn't walk yet, and they still sent her home, and she's still struggling to walk, and they probably might send her home. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have to write for the game. I'm going to work on it as best I can because I'm having fun. I like doing it.
Yeah, so. I understand, Break.
It's a pain in the ass because I put myself on such a deadline.
I know.
Still.
Look, Breakman, you never have to worry about it. If it's too much pressure, you got too much going on, we can always do free-for-alls, dude, and we'll get back to game night. So don't ever sweat it. There's no pressure. We love it. I know Eric and I have a ton of fun. I know Scotoma and Freak have a ton of fun in chat, and Wyland and a couple other people, Slagar. So just
I don't remember if she got vaccinated or not. Like, but there's a new shot every year. I don't think she's gotten this one.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Sometimes it won't matter. They're only. I mean, I say only, but they're about 95%, anywhere between 92 and 97% effective, which is a great percentage. But there's always that
because of the population being less vaccinated.
Yeah.
If the vaccination rate was over 80%, it would be like that. But it's like
if you get the shot, it's not. The flu shot's a little bit different. You're only about 60%, but I'd rather take a 60% protection than no protection. So.
No, I mean, it's still contagious because of
yes. You're
because of
right.
not people
Right.
people believing in herd immunity instead of vaccines, which
Right.
Right.
Herd immunity does work, but man, it's yeah. Sometimes you have to go through a lot of pain and suffering to get through herd immunity. You know what I mean? All right, let's
This guy's one of those lucky people that doesn't get sick.
I know.
From the flu.
I get the flu shots.
Son of a bitch.
I'd rather have 60% protection than no protection, but even then, sometimes people still get the flu. You know, I mean, it is what it is. But
And there are people that don't get flu shots ever and never get sick.
yeah, that's true too. They just have really good immune systems. I mean, you know.
Not me. Never been that way. Those lucky.
I have a decent immune system, but every once in a while I still get a flu, like every 4 or 5 years, and I always get that shot though. You know, but I just figured that I'm part of the 40% that gets it, you know, of the shots. But anyways, we got to go. It's late, and everybody wants to get out of here to go eat. So let's do our plugs. Break, plug away.
I want to plug game night on next Friday, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
For the people who are tired of their spouses or don't have a spouse.
It's gonna be a dating game, isn't it?
Well, look, break. We could celebrate on the weekend.
There's no dating in this episode. Maybe I can fix some in the next episode.
Yeah, maybe that would be kind of cool. A Valentine's Day themed game night would be pretty fucking spectacular. Maybe you can edit and do something like that. Break.
Okay, well, how about this? How about we go ahead and plan it as a two episode thing? If I can get the second episode done, I'll let you know by Thursday.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good, man. How dare you, Freak 5? You're exiled. And Skodom is exiled too, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, man. All right. Eric, plug away.
It feels like a record was broken.
Oh, God. What, with the exiles?
Today.
I know. I think I broke an exile record today.
You even exiled me.
I did exile you. I think that's the first time. How dare you? How dare you, Laughin'? Laugher McLafferton? How dare you?
You owe me a spectacular Valentine's Day.
Shit. How about no Valentine's Day? How about that?
Hasn't given us the only
spectacular.
Oh, man. Okay, what else? Eric, your plugs, please.
You can find my written reviews on, excuse me, BossBashBrigade.com, and if you want to listen to my audio reviews, there's my audio reviews on the feed for the podcasts. And if you like either of those things and you want to support me for either of those, and there's a link to my Patreon and my Blue Sky profile, which is at RPGrinders.
Freak 5 is exiled times 10.
So
son of a
that's
bitch.
all I really have to say.
All right. Exiled for Freak. Exile for not Slagar, because Slagar didn't do anything to get exiled. And a Skodoma exile times 10 and a Freak exile times 10. There you go. It beat the first episode, Freak 5. So
he's not going to plug the OnlyFans this week. What happened, Freak? Is there like a special episode next week?
Breakman, why do you hate me so much, Breakman? Why do you hate me so much, you son of a bitch? You're exiled too, Breakman. And I think that's like a record for you, sir. And Eric didn't get exiled this episode. I can't believe it, man. Holy shit. Bernie did.
I know.
Son of a bitch. You know what I'm going to plug? I'm going to plug this.
By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, the power of the exile, you son of a bitches. That's right. That's right, He-Man. You tell him. And the only thing better if he would have said, "You're exiled." That would have been the only thing better.
The power.
Son of a bitch. All right, that's all we got.
I still had a funny story to tell you about that. Back to the He-Man story. So I was probably 5, 6 years old or something. I know I was a little kid, and my mom took me to meet He-Man. You know, it was a guy in a costume. It was just a guy with muscles in a costume, the He-Man costume, wearing a plastic He-Man mask. Like a plastic mask. But that's not the best part of the story. The best part of the story is I was terrified shitless. I couldn't stop crying my eyes out. I was scared to death of fake He-Man.
The only thing worse is those kids that cry for Santa. Like they get on and they're they're all scared and.
Yeah, all these kids waiting in line to sit on He-Man's lap. Or I get his autograph or something. I don't remember, but I do.
When I was a kid, I would know that that's not He-Man, so I
freaked out and cried like a baby.
He-Man's a cartoon on the TV, not this motherfucker with a mask.
Scotoma and Freak 5 are exiled again.
It wasn't that. It was just like, oh my god, like I just freaked out. Like he was, oh my god,
and the mask is ugly as fuck.
What did Slagar send?
Gorilla. I think it's all useless.
Oh, it's like the Andor thing. I see the resistance. I see Slagar. I see ya. And then there was another link here from Freak 5 that's probably going to get him exiled. Hold on. Let me see what this is.
Madison? Oh my god.
Oh, this is Rock and Roll McDonald's. Hold on. I thought he was just sending me like a fucking... I thought, you know what I thought Freak 5 was sending me? Like what's that one? I don't want to wait till our lives, or that what is it, the Hills TV show that I don't know, I don't watch that shit, but this is Wesley Willis greatest hits.
McDonald's is a place to rock. It is a restaurant where they buy food to eat. It is a good place to listen to the music.
What? There's music at McDonald's.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'd rather listen to Corey Feldman.
Oh my god, you would? You really would? Oh my god.
Did you just listen to what I listened to?
Hold on. I can't believe this. This is like the greatest thing in the world. What was the name of that song that he did? Do you guys remember?
God, no. Blanked out from my memory.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Go for it. Oh, my God. That was so good. All right. That's all we got time for. You guys got anything else?
Let's go for it.
Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week for Game Night, part 1 of a 2-part series this month. Hopefully there'll be some Go For It in there, Go for it, everybody. All right, see you back next week, hopefully. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody. Go for it!
Dogs hungry.
All right.
Dogs can't get to eat, but not me. I get it.
What did Scotoma send me here? Fuck yeah! Yeah, I love that, man. This is the worst show ever, man. I swear to God, it's the worst. All right, everybody in chat, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you, Slagar, Scotoma, of course, Freak 5. You guys rock. What is this? Freak 5 sent something else. What is this? I'm the king of wieners.
Ted Bennett, please report to the principal's office. Well, don't mind if I do.
That was Family Guy.
I have no idea what the fuck that was.
It's a clip from Family Guy.
No, it's from Ted or something. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever.
All
right, everybody in chat, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys next week. Actually, you guys will see me, if you want to, tomorrow for the MLH comment show on my other channel, Mexican Longhair. Bernie has the hot tub on Sunday. That's a ton of fun. It's basically naughty adult karaoke.
That would be fun.
You're going to be talking about how crappy the Super Bowl is?
Yeah, probably.
You're talking about kitties?
Yeah, probably.
That would be
Kitties.
hilarious.
Bernie, what's the song this week? Do you
Also,
know?
the Puppy Bowl on Sunday.
There's a song on Sunday?
Yeah, you don't know the song?
No.
Weirdo? Okay, we don't know the song, but
I
it's
don't
gonna
know the
be
song,
it's gonna
but
be awesome.
I think it'd be fun if Breakman and Eric.
Breakman and Eric would be fun on that show. It's for another day. On Sunday, man, we on Bernie's channel. She's got a channel.
Oh.
Bernie Branches. We do adult karaoke. It's a fucking blast. You guys should check it out.